Hello, this is Steve from Munich. I wanted to welcome everybody to the vtiger meeting in Munich. I certainly take the opportunity on behalf of the vtiger team to thank all of you, and wanted to first, in terms of the agenda, specifically talk about where we are with respect to the company and vtiger status, and then go from there and talk a little more about the roadmap. So let me talk about the primary goal for vtiger, which is to make vtiger the most popular open source CRM. So we are actually on a good ground now with respect to the vtiger popularity over the last 1 year after the 5.0 release. There has been an incredible amount of interest in vtiger, and we wanted to build on it and make this the most popular open source CRM. I would like to share a couple of areas of our feel of the market, where it is heading, and then use this input in terms of setting the direction of what we need to work on in the future. So if you look at the threats, primarily we have two main competitors, as we see it and as our partners see it. When customers are looking at a open source, at a CRM's need, they are considering probably vtiger along with a couple of other alternatives. I mentioned Sugar CRM, and then we have Salesforce.com here. And the model of these two is something we want to look at closely. Certainly, we have certain advantages, as I mentioned in the previous slide, and we are quite confident that that will actually put us on a good ground, on a solid platform to really make it a success story. But at the same time, we have to look at what are the advantages and what are the things that we have to improve upon. And if you look at these, Sugar has a wide reseller network, and Sugar is basically a proprietary open source solution when you come to look at main features of the CRM. And when you're actually looking at selling it, the resellers are motivated because they can sell Sugar. They have a Sugar license, and there's an enterprise edition, and that kind of creates the energy for resellers, and they will push Sugar CRM into customers. We are missing that, obviously, because we are free. Some partners, there's not enough motivation, and there's no reseller network with vtiger. So we have to look at how we provide, from the customer viewpoint, that's not a good thing, because we have an equally good solution and a better solution, but just because of the outreach we have and the model we have, they are not getting to the right solution, or they are not aware that there is actually something that is better out there because of the channel that we are missing. We have to address that in some way. So that's one threat. The second is there's a good forge of a community participation out of Sugar, and that is partly in terms of having a proper model on the website and pushing it to the users well, and partly in terms of the product itself. So we feel there are certain things we have to do, both at the website level, make it easy for users of vtiger to download plugins and extensions, while we have the benefit of other community members contributing projects on vtiger. We have to also see that those are all being sold, or they're actually not sold in the sense they're actually being pushed to the users. Users are aware of those modules or plugins or extensions, and that we have to address that. That's one of the key things that we feel those are some advantages that we have to counter. This third is obviously the on-demand. If you all have seen, I'm sure you're familiar with the on-demand offering of Sugar, which they're trying to push it against Salesforce.com. So from a user standpoint, this is again something that we have to, this is a market that we can't cede territory to somebody else. We have to also provide hosting opportunities, and we have to see that that is actually where the market is heading in the future. So we have to provide a counter, and we have to provide the users the ability to get a hosted service of vtiger. Why not? we have to do that. And certainly with the Salesforce.com has some similar community participation, and then the user choice and the user's needs are addressed through the marketplace, the App Exchange marketplace, which most of you are familiar with. And basically, there's a motivation for a lot of companies to come and create plugins and create specific modules that interact or enhance the CRM, core CRM, or do other things, like whether it's a project management or a timesheet or a marketing module or a newsletter module or a campaign module, whatever it is. Those are all things that are there on the App Exchange marketplace. So the users don't just look at the CRM, they are also looking at some of the specific needs, and then if they have these 3 additional plugins, that kind of pushes them to Salesforce.com if it is easy for them to install it. So if vtiger is not able to do it, we are losing that. And it's not that we don't have it. We have a lot of the modules that are being built by the community members, but we are not pushing it. So we are not making the user aware that that's out there. So that's one of the things we have to counter. The next thing we want to look at is what are the action items. So what should vtiger do in the current state of mind? These are the things that we are looking at for vtiger. The first thing is look at the architecture of vtiger, and already we know there are certain things we have to do to make it more modular. vtiger has to be a platform on which other developers can create those modules very easily, and then users can install those modules very easily. So the creation of those modules, contributions from the community have to be done quickly. So we have to provide a platform that will make developers build such modules easily in a rapid fashion. And then we have to provide the means, as I was saying earlier, to let the users become aware of these modules, and then they can browse our catalog of plugins or add-ons, and they can go and search and install that easily with from the applications portal that we would have soon. So that's actually one of the things we are looking at actively, and we will have that soon. And the third is the support of vtiger. From the user standpoint, there's a reason why if somebody is going to Sugar or if somebody is going to Salesforce.com, they are looking at the features, and the users are also paying for the comfort that there is, they are going to be there behind them to support it if there's any issue. There is a need for support when you go to a medium to large businesses. They are not going to take something free just because it is free, because they are running mission critical applications on these platforms. So we have to educate the users on the benefits of support and on the benefits of what they get from support. And that is missing, and that's not being sold the right way. We have to sold in the sense that that's not being mentioned or educated the right way. So we have to educate the users that there is a support program. You have the confidence of using vtiger without, if there is some issue, we will be able to resolve it. So we have to do outreach on the support program, and we have to come at it probably from different angles to make the users aware of such options. And then from a vtiger perspective, in terms of the community and reaching out to the users, partners are very critical. We have probably direct exposure to users in maybe 15% of the cases, and the other 85% of users in different parts of the world are actually going through partners. They actually go to a local reseller or local systems integrator and then try to get the solution. There's always a customization need, and there's always a need for a local support and so on. So we need to build a partner program to help users become vtiger customers.